Should I be on time?
I saw your picture, your name and lights above it. This is your big debut. It's like a dream come true. So when you smile for the camera, I know they're gonna love you. What is she doing here? I'm off my game. I don't even know what to do because Laura's here. She's never on time. Yeah, okay. There you go. Hi, everybody. Hi. How's it going? We have so many things to report this week. We also have some video. We've actually got a video clip.
We have bears. The bears are back.
The bears are back.
Oh,
boy, the bears are so back. They're so hard to get back. Did you have the photo of the guy that was in the yard today?
You know
the photo doesn't really do it justice.
It doesn't do it justice. That bear was so big.
That had to easily be a 500-pound bear.
It was
in
like
our yard
living
today.
in a zoo. Like
Coming to
only I'm in the zoo.
Hi, Kathy. Hi. How are you, sweetheart?
Because the bear is outside.
Yeah, I get it.
And it's looking at me.
Sure.
Inside, and I can't go outside.
Right, exactly. So he looks at us.
That was one of the biggest bears
as
I've
if
seen.
we're on display. Kathy's loving the hair.
Thank you.
My wife looks astonishingly
Wash my
beautiful
hair.
tonight. Looks astonishingly beautiful. She said she was going to shower before the show, but she was afraid that she would be late. To which I said, "Hey,
That's why I'm always late to the show. Because I do all my Saturday stuff,
Yeah.
and then I take a shower, and then my hair gets wet, and it's like, okay, now it's a situation. Right.
It's a situation." Yeah, she looks astonishingly beautiful every day.
Whatever,
Well played,
no
Kathy,
one
and
cares.
true.
Oh my
And
God.
absolutely true. And absolutely true. And she loves compliments about it. Oh boy,
You know
oh boy.
what?
Can't get enough of them. That's what I've found.
Thank you.
Hey, there we go. Boom, blow it up. I just gave Laura a compliment. She absorbed it, and she said thanks. She said thanks for the compliment. So that's good. We're off to a great start.
Hello.
Hi, Dad. How's it going? Hey, it's Father's Day tomorrow to all of you dudes who have been awesome
And
fathers.
we got you a present,
Well, we got
and
you the
you're
best
going to
present.
like
You're
it.
going to love it. We know you're going to love it.
You're going to like it.
Also, and we'll wait till they get here.
Exciting.
We have a couple birthdays this week to mention. We'll do a little bit of happy birthday singing.
Okay. Go ahead and sing your song. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm here.
Well, she said she's sorry she's here. As you guys know, usually I am just kind of, romping and vamping until Laura shows up. And tonight she's on time. So honestly, I don't know what to
That's
do.
because I didn't take a shower.
Whew, goddamn. Wah, wah.
No, I usually I'm doing sweaty things, and so I take a shower, and then it takes forever to dry my hair. That's
So by sweaty things, you mean like housework and yard work and things like that?
like Saturday is for yard work and gardening and cleaning the fish tank, and I just didn't do any of those things today. So I'm not that I'm not gonna. I'm gonna shower. It's just not before the show, clearly, because the show's on now.
So Kathy went to Arizona recently, and it's really, really cool to see that, to see pictures of the little one. She is just so adorable, and you look so unbelievably happy. We were kind of, I don't know, what's the word that I'm looking for? We were, it was effervescent. We were lifted up,
Yeah.
but elevated by your happiness there. So anyway, is Stefan the sweaty thing that you were doing, Carrie, only when I schedule it? I have to schedule it. You got to make sure that it's scheduled. Yeah. And then sometimes could be. I'm in so much trouble, y'all. You see this? You see this? Look over here. She's not supposed to be here, right? Usually this is my time to vamp. This is the time when I just sit and play, ridiculous songs and. And
Did that just happen? Did that just happen? This
Hello,
show's
everybody.
getting erased.
The show's absolutely getting right. And also, we haven't even done our first intro. So I don't even know what to do with this at this juncture. What do we do?
What if I just go? I'm just going to leave you. You do the whole show by yourself.
So yes, and in fact, in this instance, no, I was not the sweaty
Oh
thing.
my
that Laura was
God!
doing.
Now you're
Sorry.
just making it worse.
Yeah, I am.
You could have just not even.
Digging that ditch.
You could have just
keep on digging.
not even acknowledged that comment.
Remember when you would dig a hole in the yard and you'd be like, "I'm going to see how deep I can do this." Yeah, boys, fellas, mostly. You guys
That's
ever
what
do
you're
this?
doing now.
But it's exactly what I'm doing right now. But I'm saying metaphorically, sure. So I'm, yes. Metaphorically, I'm digging as far down as I can possibly dig. But also, you guys remember doing this when you were kids? I remember my grandmother said one time, you're going to dig a hole to China. And I thought, wouldn't that be interesting? I would just keep digging, see how low I would go. And then I'd pop up. And of course, everything would be upside down because you've gone straight through. And then all of a sudden, everything's right side up. Am I right? See what I'm saying
You're
here?
digging that hole now. Are you digging that hole now?
I don't know. I've moved past it. Hi, Ange. Hi, Fuzz. Hey, listen, we have a couple birthdays this week, which is very, very exciting. And
Yes, it's both of us.
yeah, it's you. I know. I know. Fuzz.
It's shocking.
I'm as surprised as anybody.
I know.
Quite honestly. So we have, as I was mentioning when we got started here, we have tape. We have audio and video to show you guys tonight. Our woodland reserve, wildlife reserve out here is popping the fuck off. We had a 500-pound bear in the yard today who came to take on
Not
my
an
fig tree.
exaggeration.
No,
It
he's
was
easily
like
500 pounds.
in the fig tree. I looked
Yeah.
outside and I was like, wow!
Yeah, he was
That's a bear
massive,
that
massive
belongs in a
dude.
zoo.
Absolutely.
It wasn't just like a rangy little
No.
running around bear. It was like a full on
well-fed.
It was brown too. Like why was
Yep.
it brown?
Are they? Do we have brown bears around here or black bears?
We have black bears, but that looked like a grizzly bear.
The grizzly bears are substantially larger, and they have like kind of a what's the kind of a sandy blonde look about them. I think anybody who's seen The Revenant, seared into your memory.
There is something going on with the wildlife because we saw one yesterday. There was like an adolescent bear walking by the bear hole. Actually,
Yeah.
that was funny.
Yeah, as a teenage bear.
And then today I just looked out and oh my God!
Yeah.
Bear!
Grew up overnight. Apparently, according to the neighbors, we have a couple of these bears who are living in the neighborhood. Kathy says black bears can be brown. My brain just turned inside out. I don't even know what to do with that information. Ray is here. Saturday night is all right for stealing. He is here to take our heart away. Oh, are you going to steal our heart, Rachel?
Did you get your tongs?
Yeah.
Did everyone receive their tongs?
Has everybody received who wanted tongs? Did you all receive the tongs? Because what a special gift indeed. And by the way, what are we playing for tonight?
Oh, where is the? Oh, well now I have to leave. Yeah, Carrie, I saw that deer. What was that deer? Was it?
We had
it
a deer
was-
come to their cabin and hang. Yeah,
for 7 hours, right?
We saw photos on Facebook. Carrie and Eric were hanging out at the cabin, and there was a deer who came right up to the window and just was there, just hanging out. How's it
And
going?
then hung out for
Peeping
7
them.
hours.
Just hung out. I don't know. I guess they breed them differently. And what is it? Clay Elm? I always get confused. Where you guys are? Is the cabin is officially in Ellensburg? It doesn't matter. They have a pet deer. Maybe that's what we should do. Maybe instead of us trying to bring our animals to the wildlife, we should just fucking adopt wildlife. Am I right? So have a pet bear, have pet deer. What else? We have an eagle living on our property for sure.
Yeah,
For sure,
nest.
we have an Airy, I believe. Is it Aerie?
I wonder sometimes about those people who have a pet fox, like on TikTok and stuff. Mm-hmm. You know that fox is gonna wild out and just.
it's gonna
bite
wild out
you.
eventually.
Like, it's just gonna bite you, right?
Yeah.
Like
Ask
and-
Siegfried and Roy. Am I
Yeah,
right?
like I'm happy for you. It looks really cute,
Sure.
and I love the TikToks. But it's gonna
fox. It's gonna
hurt you.
remember. It's
Yeah.
gonna remember to fox
It's
at some
gonna
point,
hurt you.
and it's gonna rip your
also,
fucking face off.
When you have to take that fox to the vet, something's wrong with it. What are you gonna do? Like you're gonna take it to your regular dog vet? They're gonna go get that shit out of
Get
here.
that shit out of here. We won't treat that shit.
Are you kidding
What are
me?
doing here?
Get
That
your
thing is gonna
rescue
eat
raccoon outta
all of
here.
our other animals that we treat in this establishment.
You know it's a wild animal, right?
That's a wild fucking animal.
No, we're not gonna give it a rabies shot. What is wrong with you?
I've never fully understood this whole thing where people take wild animals and they're like, well, no. Here's what's going to happen.
know.
I'm going to raise a wolf. And I'm gonna raise it. Listen, I've raised it from a pup,
I
right?
know.
So it's going to
It's
be
still
a tame
wild
animal.
It doesn't have
No,
all those decades of,
Exactly.
or
There-
hundreds
it's-
and hundreds of years of domestication.
it's ingrained.
Although someone's doing that experiment with the fox to see if they can domesticate them. They're breeding, and they only breed the mildest ones that are
Sure.
like the.
I get
And
it.
they're doing the same thing to foxes that happen to dogs.
Right. Canis familiaris.
Yeah.
We actually created a new species of dog by domesticating them.
Right.
And they were
They're
wild
doing
animals.
that
and-
but they're only like 100 years into the. Someone in Scotland's.
Oh, it's been 100 years. Oh.
Yeah, they're-
So how long does this sort of thing take, do we think?
Or maybe
to actually
no. It's not
domesticate.
100 years. It's like 10. They're doing. It's been like 10 or 20 generations.
Okay.
Which I guess
In fox
they
years,
breed
how long do
faster,
foxes
so that's,
live? Exactly, yeah. So
I'll have to look this up for
that's,
the next.
it's
for next
certainly
show.
an accelerated pace.
Yeah, it's a fox experiment.
It's
yeah.
a fox
It's
experiment.
a real thing. Okay, so tonight we're playing for a spooky
Cookware.
spatula.
Spooky spatula. But, as you can see, for reasons we
is
don't really
misspelled.
understand, spooky misspelled there, unless that's Old English. I have no idea. Spooky. It's from Chaucer's Canterbury Tales. Am I right?
So I
Yeah.
can't sell it because it's misspelled, but
So,
I'd love to
but
give
you
it to
all get it, right? By the way, those of you who received a spatula, the one we gave away a while ago, the bat-shaped spatula, you should feel really lucky because those fuckers are selling like hotcakes now. Am I right?
Did I give away the bat shaped
You
spatula?
did.
I think I did.
Yeah, we gave away the spatula on the show. I forget who we gave it to.
Last week was tongs. This week is spooky spatula.
Spooky like kooky.
Spooky like kooky.
Spooky. Yeah, I guess maybe that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
It's a spooky. There you go. So,
I don't know.
I don't even. Yeah. So.
Anyway, I hope everyone's enjoying their tongs.
Exactly. Listen, we aim to please with our show, and we certainly aim to please with our prizes. Yeah. So listen, we got so much to get to. I might as well
I know,
just
we have a
jump
lot to
right in.
cover.
We have a lot of ground to
A
cover.
lot of ground to cover.
Oh God, what's happening there?
And now, here are
Something's
your hosts,
lucky.
Stefan and
Yeah, that's the last time I'm going to try that. I don't know what's going on with the audio there. Hi, everybody. Hi. It is what the fuck day is it? It is the 17th of June. Yes, indeed. We are. Does that make us officially more than halfway through 2023? Christmas before you know it. Isn't that how these things go? Yeah, so we have a couple birthdays in the house to celebrate. But by the way, Angela says, Laurel, you look so pretty. That is a
Oh
fact.
my gosh, thank you. That's the second compliment. And I'll go. Thank you.
Yeah, no, you hear that? She just shove that fucker down, and there we go. Yeah. Oh, good. Okay, so we're gonna bring the
Tongs are back.
skeleton tongs back.
I mean, if anyone wants the tongs that have been all over your face,
Sure, why not?
those
I
could
think
be
I licked them in our,
I think
our
you
last
did lick them
our
last
last
week.
episode. I think last week.
droplets.
So today is Kathy's daughter's 22nd birthday. We also have two other birthdays here on the
That's
show to
right.
celebrate.
We have
we have
Fuzz's
Fuzz's
birthday.
birthday, and we also have Scott Coates' birthday. And so without further ado, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Scott Coates, Fuzz, and Kathy's daughter. Happy birthday to you. Vote up. So happy birthday, y'all. We are glad that you've had another spin around the planet. That is always a good thing, and we are grateful that all of you were born. And yeah, I hope you guys had a wonderful one. We did a little bit of a mini concert for Scott on his birthday.
that
So
was fun.
that was super fun.
Dakota's birthday is coming up.
Okay,
That's
all right,
Rachel's
there we go.
dog.
So
Yeah.
that is their dog.
That's a cute dog.
It's a very, very cute dog. What else did we have to discuss? But should we just get right into this?
We have to talk about the squirrel.
We have to talk about the squirrel. So now, I don't know how much we've talked about the fact that we have a squirrel that raids our bird feeders.
The ninja squirrel.
Right, and
Yeah, we've discussed it
We've
before.
moved. So I have. I should have taken a photo ahead of time. We've hung it off the rafters outside, just under the eaves of the house, right outside the deck there. And I have put up, because when we saw that the squirrel was getting up there, I'm like, I know what I'll do. And we got bird spikes, big old fucking bird spikes like that
In
long.
case you think we don't have lives, we do. We just work from home. So, we put the bird feeder out and then we notice. And also, the dog is being driven slowly,
That's the
mentally
reason,
crazy.
ultimately, why we had to put our full
because-
attention on this.
We
thing.
had to put
Right.
our attention on it because every 30 minutes or so, the dog goes
Yeah, and it, literally the squirrel
It's
is there
driving her
taunting her.
out of her
Is
mind
driving
to the
her
point
out
where
of her
she can't
tiny dog
relax.
mind.
She just
No.
stares out the window all the time, like, when's it gonna come back?
Exactly. Now we know she's not. The nice thing is, I was just reading an article today. I was like, there is something. There is scientific literature about how dogs have a very low. They don't get bored the same way
Let's
that
ask
humans
Fuzz.
do.
Is there a German word for a state that is maybe it's agitated and
But maybe
maybe
it's pleasurable.
Maybe it's pleasurable.
So we first observed this in our last dog Baxter. When we remember when the red laser dot thing to do with your pets was all the rage.
Right.
And so we got one for him, and he was so into it. But sometimes he would slam his face against the counter or whatever. Like when we would
Like he was
shine
too
it on there,
into it.
he would he would draw blood because he was so into it. And I'm like, I think that's what's going on with the dog here. I think part of it is pleasure.
and we were
I
like,
think
is
part
he
of it
having fun or is he like agitated?
And I think that's the same thing that's going on with the dog here. She's certainly not bored.
Yeah, the dog is like, is she amused and entertained?
Hard to say.
Yeah.
But in any event, so this is the scenario with the dog and the bird feeder, and I put up a bunch of 6-inch spikes all around this goddamn thing to try to prevent the squirrel from getting up there. And then, of course, the next day, hi Eric, how's it going, brother? The next day, of course, the squirrel is back up there doing this to me, right? By the way,
Doing this on the on the on the sliding glass on the sliding.
Oh yeah, he figured
on
out
the
how to
net,
climb
right.
up the sliding glass door screen. So
Yeah.
that's how he's doing it.
Well,
But
he's
he
on the screen door.
Exactly, it's
He's
Spider-Man.
like attached himself Spider-Man style. He's kind of like
Somebody get a
up there.
screenshot.
Yeah.
Quick, get a screenshot. Yeah. So anyway, that's what's going on with that. Now we have.
Then we moved it.
We moved it
the
one
hook
over because we thought, okay, that's certainly going to do it. And then the next thing you know, the motherfucker.
and that worked for one day.
And the thing with the squirrels is they're cute, right? They're cute.
Are
but
they cute, though?
They're cute, but the thing is, they're not like birds where they come in and just take a couple seeds and fuck off. They park.
They mess up all the
They
seed.
park. They
And they make it so the birds can't. Like we like
exactly.
we
Yeah, they're
like watching the birds.
They're hogging all the food because I know it's in their nature. I guess they're animals
old.
that
We wanna
hibernate.
watch the birds
We're
and look up
old.
the species,
Listen,
you know?
there are new birds. I found this interesting bit of information out recently that we're seeing new types of birds on the feeder because of migratory patterns. Isn't that
Right.
fascinating? So they're coming south. So when they come through, they're going to hang out here for a little while. And we've seen bird species. I believe that it's some white-tailed sparrow or something that's come
Oh,
through.
you found that one today, right?
A grosbeak. My mom actually
right.
figured that one out. Grosbeak, if you will. So anyway, we've been thinking about lots and lots of ways that we might try to get rid of squirrels, and I don't think that we're going to come up with a better one than this. I don't think I really need to set this up.
Oh, hold on. I asked, but just for buzz, I asked ChatGPT if it could come up with a German word
Oh, yeah.
that means somewhere between fun and
Thank you.
aggravated.
Yeah.
And it said Zweispaltig.
Perfect. I love it. Zweifaltig. Zweifaltig.
But then
That
it
is the
said,
state that the dog is in.
well, that can just be translated as ambivalent or conflicted. So
Right.
that doesn't exactly mean what I wanted to be. But Zweifaltig.
I like it. Zweifaltig.
Fuzz is cringing.
Oh, he's
right
like,
now.
oh God, it's nails on a chalkboard. Don't do that.
Stop doing
Stick to
that.
their Wiener Schnitzel.
Stop it.
It says.
Stop doing that.
By the way, the first time you go to Germany and you're looking for Wiener Schnitzel, you're expecting a hot dog. Am I right? You are.
Yeah.
It's veal. It's veal.
veal.
It's pounded and breaded
Pounded
veal.
very thin.
And very, very thin.
Wiener Schnitzel.
My little Wiener Schnitzel. Okay, so anyway, I don't think this needs. This
Okay.
guy figured out a wonderful solution to the
So
problem.
then we were looking for a squirrel-proof bird feeder.
And here's-
we found this on the internet.
Yeah, here we
Here we
go.
go.
It's me.
Oh my God, that will never not be funny. That will never not be funny. Holy God, that is a work of fucking art.
So here's what, you guys.
So
we bought one.
We bought one. Of course, we bought one. Now,
Don't look up how much it is because it's a lot.
Don't look
but
how much
we
it
bought
is,
it.
but we fucking bought it, yeah.
We bought it because that squirrel is driving us insane and the dog insane. So.
just today, I was out with the dog, and the dog chased a squirrel up a tree and then yelled at us. The squirrel
Yeah.
fucking was up there, and I'm like, you just wait. Just wait a couple
Just
days
wait.
there, pal.
Got you something coming in the mail on Wednesday, squirrely.
When the delivery truck shows up,
Yeah.
it's gonna rock your fucking world, and we're gonna make movies. That's what we're gonna do, buddy. So anyway.
I think if we combine that squirrel video with your sports voice, we'll have an award-winning TikTok.
This competitor
This
has
guy
really
is
shown.
hanging on
He's
for dear
really
life.
hanging on.
Oh
Holy
my God.
Jesus H Christ! Yeah. So anyway, so prepare yourself for new.
So that's what we're up to this week.
Yeah.
What do you guys?
How about y'all? Yeah, we haven't. How rude of us that we haven't even asked what our fine friends are up to this week. How's
What are
everybody
you
doing?
guys up to?
It's
How's
okay.
your
Kathy.
week been?
Kathy went to Arizona. Father's Day tomorrow. Congratulations to all the fathers.
How's your week going?
Yeah. So, any other bits and bobs here that
Anybody
we need
have
to get to?
any announcements?
I don't think so. Well, let's jump right into it. Name Stefan and Laura's new bird feeder. Name Stefan and Laura's new bird feeder. Back with another one of those block rockin' beats. That's us. Name Stefan and Laura's a bird feeder. We're going to have Olympic style scoring. Yes, but you know, of course, Kathy, if you want gold,
You have to
stick the landing. Exactly right. Yeah, very good.
Actually, I ordered it on Amazon, and there was one squirrel. Somebody videoed like another squirrel. He hung on for. I mean, he's hanging on for so long.
Yeah.
Like, is he an Olympic? Like
Got a lot of hand strength for a squirrel.
Is he like an
you know?
Olympic medalist of strength?
No one put squirrel in the corner, says Kathy. I like that. Pecker in the box. I like that. That's good because it's a bird feeder. See, so yeah, little peckers. Yeah, Issaquah squirrel burlesque. That's what it reminds me of, Angie. It's like a
Squirrel.
pole dance. Am I right? I think that's what makes that video so fucking funny is because you would think that probably it would work with yakety sax, but somebody had the inspired notion to put stripper music on it. I thought that was really nice. Hey there, it's me, or however that goes.
it's
Tilt-a-whirl. Whirling Squirrelish. Oh, Rapel came to
funny.
play tonight.
That's funny.
He came to play. Watch out.
I'm waiting for you guys. Was it Ange last week that said Caddyshack?
Caddyshack. If you said Caddyshack and you're not Angela, fess up because it is, and we haven't gone back to rewatch it, but it was my recollection. Angela was the one who said the question about Bill Murray and Kellis dating and what their celebrity couple name
And
would be.
someone said Caddyshack,
Yeah.
and then Ange said, "No, I just called it back at the very end," and we're like, "No, you said it."
Yeah.
Actually,
Ange's Ray wins. Yes, he does. I'm just seeing what everybody else has to say. Ray totally has won already. The squirrel poll, center stage, Numbnut 2000. These are fabulous.
did
but
he
yes,
say
indeed.
whirling squirrelish?
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
So
that's
Ray,
funny.
I guess that's one.
Where's my pen?
I don't know. Here, have another, won't you? Okay. Hey,
Is that
listen.
another?
Didn't I put one on there?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Anyway, let's see.
Ask the squirrel.
Ask the fucking squirrel.
He's right over there.
He's
on the
never
Ring
not nearby.
camera. Every single,
Bastard.
like every 15 minutes, he's on the Ring cam.
Scott Coates wants to know what that contraption was at Dennis the Menace Park and what it was called. I think you mean the giant crane thing that like swung around like a construction crane. As far as I know, it was called the Child Mangler.
It was a squirrel theater, but for kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There was this park that we went to called Dennis the Menace Park because Hank Ketchum, the creator of Dennis the Menace, lived in the area. And as far as I can tell, it was actually a park
Hated
designed
kids.
by people who hate children.
Yeah.
Because Dennis the Menace's creator famously hated children. Hank Ketchum. He said, he kind of looked like Mr. Mitchell, Dennis's dad. He's like, oh, no, I'm Mr. Wilson. He's like, I don't like children. So that was part of the reason why he wrote the script. But anyway, so there was this big, it was supposed to be like a carousel or something like that, but it was like, it had a big crane arm and it would just swing around like this. But the thing was, if you wanted to fall out of that thing, it was like a 12-foot drop to the ground. How on earth was that safe? Am I right? Am I exaggerating? Somebody find a photo. I got a photo of that shit somewhere.
There's a TikTok going around where a millennial asks, or a Gen Zer, I guess,
Yeah.
goes, Gen X, are you guys okay? And everyone's stitching it with like, yeah, we're okay.
Yeah.
We fell off gym. We fell off gym equipment. No one checked on us all summer. You want to fight? Like, we'll take you down.
I have two reactions to that. One is, yeah, fuck you, millennial. Yeah, we're just fine. Thank you
We're
very much.
okay.
But the other thing is, you're kind of entitled to ask because we're turning into a very whiny
We are
generation.
very cranky.
very whiny and just like.
But generally,
man, things were
yeah,
better
we're
when you
okay.
beep, beep, we were
We
left.
cooked our own food when we were 12. We're fine.
We're latchkey kids and we made our own Pop Tarts and drank hose water and blee, blee, blee. What's wrong with kids today? It's like, shut up.
You're just saying that because the Gen X group turned on you.
The Gen X group turned out to be a collection of everybody that you hated from junior high.
Oh, my
that's
God.
That's what that was, right?
Taking
And-
selfies.
Yeah, exactly. And then taking selfies of themselves and congratulating themselves on, I guess not looking desiccated at 49 or whatever they were about. Hey, listen, nobody knows about the birthmark on my blank.
Oh, boy.
Nobody knows. It'll be our little secret. Show the cord on the doll. No one knows about the birthmark on my blank. Yeep, deep, 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 deep. We ate Hungry Man TV dinners nightly. It is true. And why,
Yeah.
honest to God, do
Why
we
did
all
we
not
all
have like
have
one
high blood pressure?
190 over 170 blood pressure
Yeah.
from that shit, right? Be sure to peel back the foil to expose tater tots, right? Otherwise, they just stay mushy. You gotta give them crispy.
There was a peach cobbler.
Always a
in
peach
one
cup,
of- yeah.
and it was nuclear hot.
Oh, it was so
Oh
hot.
God! Oh
And it
God!
never
the
cooled down, even when you ate the
ate
whole
it last.
dinner.
You ate it fucking last,
Yeah.
and it was still
Salisbury steak,
It-
mashed potatoes.
melt the roof off the skin melt the skin off the roof of your mouth.
What was
Am I
the
right?
vegetable?
Was it green beans?
It was probably green beans.
What was it? Oh, corn. They
Smelled
were
so bad.
big into corn.
Oh, it smelled so bad.
Mystery. There's a birthmark on my mystery fish. Look at my grundle. Well, remember, Caddy. Nicely done. Like that. My duodenum. Duodenum is duodenum. Molly B. Denim. Yeah.
Molly B. Denim.
TV dinner brownie was always so good. Yeah, the brownie was good. Cabbage Patch, duodenum, bear hole. Angela has a birthmark on her bear hole.
Speaking of the bear hole,
Yeah.
the bear walked right by the bear hole.
And he kept moving.
Passed right by it.
I did a good
so
job.
Our
Well, I
emergency
did-
supplies are safe.
Exactly. I didn't put anything food-like in there because I'm sure he would. Molly. Favorite squirrel. Birthmark on my favorite squirrel, says my dad. Hey, where's my mom? Where'd my mom go at?
Where is your mom?
Where is my mom? I don't know. Let's try her. Let's get Will Jane.
Should we track her?
Yeah, let's track her. I hear my dad right now. Hey, honey. Hey, the kids are calling you right now.
You better pick up.
You better pick up. Hey.
Let me see.
Fudge pie.
Whoa.
That's nasty. Birthday suit.
Favorite squirrel.
This is yours to judge, by the way.
Oh, I know.
All right.
Eric has a birthmark on his fudge pie. A birthmark on
My green.
boat.
Hey, it's Christina. Hi. She's here
Hi.
just
Did
for
you
a
get your
second.
tongs?
Wonderful friends are moving to Boulder. She's saying
Aw,
goodbye.
that's sad.
Hate missing the show. Her answer to the question is birthmark on my vote. Nicely done. Very nice. I like that. Dear Laura, who had the funniest response? Funniest response to nobody knows about the birthmark on my blank.
I'm gonna give it to Jim Cox for favorite
I like that.
squirrel.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a birthmark on your favorite squirrel?
In honor of Father's Day, just in time for Father's Day. Oh boy. Let's see. I've got the fever for the flavor of a blank. I've got the fever. Remember this? Clever little Pringles ad. Oh boy, when Pringles first came out, I remember it was like, I think it was the late 70s. And this was at a time when I was a picky little fucking eater, right? And somebody would hand me a bag of potato chips. And you remember during the time when somebody hand you a bag of like Laura Scudder's potato chips and like half of them were fucking burned? Remember that? And they all had the black
Have
part
they
of it.
refined potato chips now? Because I feel like less of them are burned
Yeah.
or somehow green.
They figured it out. Yeah, green potatoes and burned potatoes.
green,
Half
yeah.
of them were green. Yeah, and so when Pringles came around, I was like, oh my God, an entire can of potato chips that I can eat. And I did. Oh God, I was just pig out on those fucking things. Remember doing that?
Last night we Googled, because I was like, oh yeah, remember Crunch Taters? Those were so good.
Crunch taters.
And he said, oh my God, those had so many calories. and
700
so much
calories a
sodium.
bag or some shit,
I was
right?
like, no way. And we Googled it, and they really did.
Yeah.
In one bag, there were like 750
Yeah,
calories.
it was
Yeah.
unbelievable. It was like 250
And all of your sodium. from the whole
250
thing.
calories in like a third, and how much is a serving? A third of the bag. So if you ate a whole bag of Crunch Taters, you've ingested 700 fucking calories and like 150% of your saturated fat for the day. Wow! You're almost like, well done.
When I was like 16, well, yeah, I guess my whole, I just was really, really skinny for
Yeah,
so were you, right?
Everybody's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you both. Well, guess
Okay,
what?
It's
I'm caught up.
It's caught up with us. It's all right.
I used to be that kid who'd be like,
all
I'm going
right.
to eat 8
We're-
plates of spaghetti.
That's fine. We have to watch what we eat
Can't
now.
do it anymore.
So
Can't do it no more. Let's take out the fever for a school lunch pizza
and-
square, says Kathy.
and we're not saying that we're fat. We're not fat. We're just
You gotta watch it though.
we just have to watch what we eat now
Fuzz.
in a way that we didn't before.
Fuzz has the flavor for fever for the flavor of a pink taco. Well done, Fuzz.
boy.
All right, yeah, nice enough. Let's see, a nice bottle of Chianti.
Auntie. Jerkin gherkin.
Jerkin gherkin, large vodka, says Scott. Yes, make mine a double. Veggie lovers pizza. Scott, you and my dad will get along just fine, I think. Indictment, says Christina. Pickled Oreos. Let's see, stimulant.
Eric's got the fever for the flavor of 1 cup.
Oh God! Oh, Eric.
boy.
Let's see. Simulate brand non-chicken nugget, says Ange. Squirrel pie, says
What
Kathy.
is that? I'm gonna Google that.
Fudge pie. No, don't
Google that.
Don't Google it. Olive slash
Also, don't
olives.
Google Enum Claw. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Just don't do it.
I'm giving this to Eric for 1 cup. Yeah, absolutely right.
but don't Google that
Don't do it.
if you're joining us in the replay crew.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Love you, but don't Google that.
If you're part of the replay crew, and we know that you're out there, did you know, like, this is crazy.
Some
like,
people play the game later.
people play the game later.
Yeah,
we'll
it's nice.
get like 250 views later on afterwards, and
Yeah.
people watch
and we're
and people
getting
comment.
notifications coming in where people are playing the game where we're like, you know, the game's not live.
You know the game's
but
not-
we
but fun.
love that you're
But
playing.
fun.
It. It's
No, absolutely.
welcome any time of the day or night.
Yeah.
People in the Philippines.
In case you're wondering, my exercise routine is doing blank for 90 minutes straight. Anybody's wondering? Just revealed.
Don't you just jump up and down there? Like,
Exactly.
it's just
Yeah, I call it my leaping twirls.
just jumping, yeah.
I do this this program called Insanity, and it's basically just a lot of jumping around. Leaping and twirling is what we do. My exercise routine, doing blank for 90 minutes straight.
That Carrie, that's when we forget to delete the show. People play the show.
Yeah.
later. We have ADHD. We can't remember everything.
No, I don't remember what I said 2 minutes ago. Absolutely not. No. Just a rule around here. My exercise routine, doing blank for 90 minutes. My dad is napping. Kegels.
Doing
Says
nothing.
Procrastinating. Let's see. Nothing, says Eric.
Scrolling.
The pee-pee dance. Kathy says the pee-pee dance. I guess that means I gotta holding it in. Never do that in traffic. That'll stress you out, right? Because, and we've talked about this before. I talked about this in my trip to QFC. If you have to hold your pee long enough, it can convert to number 2, and then you're really in trouble. Am I right? Then you're really in trouble.
I'm the one that made up that term.
But it's true.
And I taught it to you, and you were like, that actually is
That's
a real thing.
very, very true thing.
Like,
that is a very true thing.
Do you ever hold your pee for too long,
Don't do
and
it.
then you're like,
Yeah.
That converted over.
That converted over. And now I really have to find a restroom. Because you can hold your pee for a long
It's
time.
something about how your bladder, I think, expands and then it presses on another area, right?
This
Is that
sometimes happens
because
to
I'm
me.
a doctor. That's what happens.
Dr. Loro says, don't try this at home. The thing that is most unnerving for me is, and it's always a telltale when you do this.
I don't think we've talked about conversion before.
Kelly says, don't hold it. Isn't that how Galileo died? Galileo died holding his pee? That's fucking hilarious. Now, so here's the thing, and this is such a telltale. I hate it when it happens and I'm hanging out with somebody and I'm like, and I'll have to say, oh, I really got to go pee right now. Nobody has to go pee right now, right? You know what's really happening there because you can hold pee almost indefinitely. Well, you got a full body, you got a full bladder. You know what it means when somebody gets up very suddenly from a table and goes, I have to go pee. No, you don't.
Gotta go pee.
No, you don't. You do not. We know what you're doing. We know what you're doing. And also the poo-pourri is on the right. Be sure to use it. You're in my house.
Sometimes, though.
You're in my house. Dropping a deuce in somebody else's house it's a dodgy affair.
No, it's rude.
Because you never
You don't
really
do it.
know. Like generally it's fine.
No.
But sometimes something comes
it's
out of
rude.
you that's just really not fit for family consumption, and then you're really in trouble. All right, this conversation took a real turn,
You
did
say
it?
that, but we have house guests all the time. I'm sure they
I'm
do
sure
that
people come
here.
over and take a crap
We
here.
don't care.
But people fucked on our couches. Listen.
It's true. It's true. We don't care.
We don't care. Stink up our bathroom. I don't care. You're mi casa su casa. Cha-cha real smooth.
don't actually care.
He says, I don't know what this means, but I love it. Ray's exercise routine is doing cha-cha real smooth for 90 minutes straight. Kathy says, hunting for chin hairs.
Who is Cha-Cha real smooth?
I don't know.
love it.
Eric says, Carrie. Self-flagellation says, Fuzz. Ben and Jerry. Says
You know what?
Pooping says Scott.
Christina says, I experienced the Toto toilet yesterday. Crazy.
Yeah.
Let me talk about this.
Oh, boy.
I know, you guys know that I went down to Ange and Fuzz's house
Yeah.
for Ange's birthday. It was micro birthday. We had birthday for exactly 8 hours. And then I left.
Yeah.
They have a very fancy toilet. It scared me.
Yeah, so do tell. I mean, it'll squirt up your butt, right? So you don't need toilet
But
paper.
I was like, do I need a remote? What does this what does this toilet want from me? Like,
Yeah, toilet's
it
got
was like intimidating. I was like, no. I'm just gonna hover here and pee toilet. Don't activate or anything you're gonna do. Like, is it gonna give me a colonoscopy? What does it want from me?
I don't know.
It was intimidating. It wanted something.
I don't know. I've never.
Also, what are you supposed to like? You're already in the position. You're supposed to back out and go, "Hey, friends, how do I work your butt cleaning toilet?"
Yeah, and insinuating, of course, that you've got an unwiped butt at that point when you're walking out and talking
I'm
to them.
sure it
Right.
is the best toilet in the world. I didn't want to break it, and B, I was like a little intimidated. Like, what does it want me to do? I don't know.
Carrie says once you have a heated seat, you can never go back. I'm sure that's
I'm
true.
sure.
Ange says the best. Eric says his exercise routine is doing it on the couch, on the green couch, for 90 minutes.
Eric
straight.
says doing what Lori wants for 90 minutes straight.
Eric had a lot of funny answers. Did you get in the point?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Nicely done, dude. Very, very good. And that goes to Eric. Around goes to Eric, my man. Deep, beat, deep, beat, deep.
That's the world, right? Everybody does what Lori wants for 90 minutes straight.
I can't say a fucking thing to that. Yeah.
You're like, no.
Check and mate, Lori Caldwell. Nicely done. Oh, hey, you know what? When I say blank, it means I like you. When I say blank, it
We're
means
playing for a spooky spatula.
a misspelled spooky spatula. Spooky. I think Carrie has decided that it actually it's not spooky. It stands for spooky. It's a spooky cookie, right? When I say blank, it means I like you. Right. Beep, beep,
When I
beep,
say,
beep.
stop it!
Quit it! It's in the back seat. I'm gonna pull this car over right now. Pull this car over right now. Don't!
Okay, that's our impression of people who have brothers.
Brother says we don't know.
We don't know because
know.
we're only children.
Exactly.
And so every time we observe people with brothers and sisters, they were harassing each other and the siblings were going, Stop! I hate my brothers!
Exactly, yeah. And when I say fuck off, it means I like you, says Eric. When I say yes, it means I like you, says Kathy. Let's see. Just call Eric, says when I say just call Eric, it means I like you. Let's get another pond fish, says Ange. I like that. GFY, says Scott. When Eric says, what do you want? It means I like you. Fuck off, says Ray. Okay, we got 2 for fuck off. Grundle, we want a scrog, says Fuzz. Zeinzenglosen, says Ange. Can I borrow some money,
Does
says
that
my dad.
mean conflicted but also possibly happy?
I'm on my way, says Kathy. I don't hate you 10% of the time, says Carrie. So what you're saying is there's a chance? I think that's the line that comes to mind immediately. Please leave a message, says Eric. Oh my
That's
God.
all you say.
That is all you
That's
say.
all you say these days.
I know.
I don't know. Have you ever called Eric on the phone?
I have never. I don't think I've spoken to any of you people on a telephone ever, except for Christina, maybe. I think back in because that's all you had back in the day, right? But for the rest of you, and my folks, of course. But honestly, if I'm not either married to you or blood related, we'll text. That's fine, right? and I think everybody agrees, right? I would swipe right on you every time.
Just text me. We'll see where we go from
Kathy
there.
says, when I say I like you, it means I like you. That's good. I'm going to give it to Carrie for I don't hit you 10% of the time. That's good. That's clear that bar. Hope we clear the bar, Carrie.
The Atwoods are dominating this
Atwood's
round.
absolutely dominating tonight. Sue me, I like blank for breakfast. You know what? Teach his own. That's what I say. And I like blank for breakfast. Beep, 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 beep.
Oh,
Sweet
I have
Georgia
to find
Brown.
my. Hold on. I need to show a photo.
Might you bring me a cold beer out of the fridge?
Sure.
Well, thank you very much. Bring me beer. Sue me, I like blank for breakfast. Oh my God! What is the weirdest thing that I dinner for breakfast? Okay, so that is a turnaround on a classic there, because sometimes Laurel and I will decide that we want to, because we have our cheat meal every Friday night where we eat whatever the fuck we want. Last night it was spaghetti. Oh, and honestly, one of these days I'm gonna actually have my mom make me my cheat meal because she makes my favorite spaghetti in the entire world. But anyway, every once in a while, Laurel and I get a wild hair up our collected butts, and we decide that we want breakfast for dinner. And it's delightful until you're done, because you have to bring out the fucking waffle iron, you gotta fire up the griddle, you gotta be in 16 pans, you put the fucking bacon in your, and then you gotta put the bacon in the oven and the hash browns on the wrist, but pretty soon it's like you're a short order cook, and then all of a sudden you're conscripted to the fucking kitchen for like 6 hours. So that's the reason why we don't do that shit anymore, right? But when we do, it's quite the spread. So, chocolate chip pancakes, hash browns, gotta have French toast, do a little waffles. I mean, listen, we're not gonna eat all this shit, but it's like a tasting thing. And then you do some form of eggs. I like mine over easy, which means I gotta break out the griddle. Has anybody figured out how to make eggs over easy in a fucking pan? Get that fucking spatula under there and flip it over without breaking the yolk? I haven't. I have to make my eggs over easy on a griddle. Maybe I'm special. All right, let's see. So my guess is Tito's for breakfast. Food from the birds feeder, says Eric. Thank you very much.
God, all that time and I could not find my phone. Okay, that right there is hashtag ADHD life. All I wanted to show was that photo that I texted into the group with you and Ange and Fuzz, because we were talking about breakfast for dinner, or breakfast for breakfast, or dinner for breakfast, or whatever.
Right.
So where is that grill? It's a griddle. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss it. The photo of
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. God damn it. This is literally, you saw my middle-aged brain screech to a fucking halt. Oh, God. I was a deer in the fucking headlights there for like 10 seconds.
Need a little more?
So, need just a little bit more info. I'm the boss. I need the info. All right, let me pull this up here. Yeah.
Did you give a point?
I've not given a point. I was, okay,
Oh,
sure.
is it my turn to give a point?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on, obviously. Let's see, so assuming I like kindergartners for breakfast. Espresso, avocado toast, and a slice of pie.
Oh, that
feeling,
sounds good.
that feeling of emptiness, says Kathy. Squirrel, orals. Ange likes oral for breakfast. Sure, who doesn't? Jello pudding pops.
Ray likes to sleep for breakfast.
To be dominated. The smell of napalm, because the smell of napalm in the morning. To wake the wife up. It's just a hug. Listen.
Just a hug.
It's just a hug. Caddy shake. Fresh batteries. To sleep. You have plenty of funny answers to choose from, dear Laura.
Birthday boy Scott Coates says squirrel. I'm going to say squirrel for
Nope.
breakfast.
Squirrel for breakfast.
That's
Why
it.
not?
That's the answer.
I like it. Ambien for breakfast.
But you're going to find that photo, right?
I've got the photo.
Okay, good.
I've got the photo. Hang on. Let me pull that up.
Squirrel!
Hey, it's me.
Hey, maybe we'll watch that at the end.
Yeah, we might have to watch
Maybe
it one
Carrie
more time.
Atwood would make a video out of that.
I think Carrie Atwood should make a video out of that. What, is this it right here?
Flying squirrel.
Oh, no, that's it. That's something else. You know what? While I'm looking for this, let me award a. So you awarded that. I am the absolute worst at blank. I am the absolute worst at blank. Ray says he ate squirrel once when he was a kid. Were you marooned on an island? What the fuck happened there? Was it the end times? And did you make a hat out of it after you were done? That's what a real man would do. I'm the absolute worst at blank.
That was Carrie, and did you actually kill the squirrel first, or?
Oh, Carrie said that.
Yeah,
Why did
Carrie said
I'm not firing on all cylinders tonight here, gang. I
You
hate
need
to tell
second intro.
you. Yeah, I don't know if so. And also,
Only show
the audio is all fucked up. That's no good.
Now, here are your hosts, Stefan.
I might have to
and
just swap this out.
Rory.
Not good. All right.
It's all fucked up.
The absolute worst at keeping score. Holding in a fart. Human taxidermy.
Deciding what I'm the worst at.
Good. I like that. That's a fine answer. Round 15, says Eric. It must be. So really, I was thinking about this the other day. Really, the only way to win this game is to win it fucking outright, right?
Oh, yeah.
You have to get the maximum amount of points, because otherwise, if it's a tie, somebody's going to steal it. Somebody's going to fight you. You've worked so hard all night long. You've had your funniest fucking pants on, and along comes Rapel. Oh boy! Pow! Just says he just points
If
the
it's
fence.
tied, and then he
Boom!
says,
Yep.
he says I'm gonna win this, and then he does. That shouldn't be possible.
It shouldn't be possible. And
Ange
yes,
has a really good answer with short stories.
that is true. If we're playing for truthful points, Ray is the worst at oral. I'm sorry for your wife. Underwater basket weaving, says Scott. Putting mushrooms on pizza, says Kathy. Ordering the correct Veggie Lovers pizza. Carrie says oral as well. Okay, well, I'm sensing a theme here. I did not kill a squirrel, but yes, it was no longer living when I ate it. Okay, so you didn't do like squirrel tartare or something like that. That's good. Greasing the pole, dirty dancing. Shorts are around. Yeah, these are fantastic. Is this me, number 7?
Staying calm and carrying on, says Eric.
Dating. Let's see. I'm gonna give this to keeping score. Yeah, I think.
You don't keep score.
I think I'm gonna give it to Carrie for keeping score. I think you had the right answer right out the gate. Excellent, kid. Well done indeed.
Why do I still try to keep score?
You're doing a fine job.
Am I?
Yes, you do. You are doing a fine job. Look at that. There you go. See? What did I say?
Daryl, I'm holding on by my fingernails here, people.
I have zero patience for blank. I have zero fucking patience for blank. I have zero patience for virtually anything anymore.
Okay.
And, to which I would say, I actually would have made a very, very bad father. I'm serious. I'm so impatient. There's a show that we watch on Hulu called Breeders with Martin Freeman, who I just love. He's a wonderful actor. He played Tim in the original Office. He's probably better known to you, gang, for he played something. Was he Bilbo? He was something in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
He was one of the characters in Lord of the Rings. Anyway, very, very funny guy. But he is just a short-tempered crank of a father on this show, and he's a good guy. He means well, but he just has this terrible, terrible temper. I'm like, yeah, that'd fucking be me. That would totally be me as a parent. So, anyway, good thing.
Well, it's good that never happened.
It's good that never happened.
What was I just about
Carrie
to
says she has zero patience for people pooping at my house.
My kids endless fighting about anything and all things every damn day.
And then, yeah, he just did some some
Is it-
some
you
finger.
know, I will bring this up again. That is what's weird about siblings. It's two different people, strangers, really.
Strangers. They produce a stranger. He or she comes home to live with you for the next 18 years, right? And you have no fucking say in
You
that.
can make them how you want them to a certain extent.
Right.
But then you have another one, and they're supposed to get along.
And they're
too.
supposed to get along. Yeah.
And listen, we know that children are not like dogs, but
Yeah, we're never going to be people who call, I'm Lula's daddy. But no, I don't do that. I
But
don't do that.
it's also true when you get two dogs. Sometimes the dogs get along, and they're like, "We're cool. We're
Yeah, like Ange
we're
and
like
Fuzz have a
sibling-
couple
they
dogs.
have two dogs.
Get
they
along
get
just
along
fine. Just fine.
Jim and Jan used to have these two dogs.
They did not like each other.
They did not like each other.
They just tolerated. Just
They
barely
wanted you
tolerated
to
each
know
other. Yeah.
that,
we don't like
that
each other.
whenever they were around each other, they
Yeah.
were like, "We're just here because you're making us.
Yeah,
we're not friends.
We're conscripted, basically.
Just for the record, we're not friends.
We're like
We
cellmates.
don't get along.
We didn't ask for this. Didn't ask
One
for
of
it.
them died, and the other one could not have been happier.
More food, more kibble for her. More kibble
She
for her.
showed up the next day like, "Oh, hey, can I have her food too?"
And she did. Yeah.
She was so happy.
Ray says he has zero patience for waiting a whole week for the only show. Aw, that's very sweet. Letting the meat rest, says Carrie.
And said Barb.
Barb, yeah. Long lines, time, a clock.
Was she in that group text today?
I
No,
don't
maybe
know.
not.
I have
Maybe
no
not.
idea. We sent a group text around saying that there's a bear in the the general vicinity. This is a group text for all of our neighbors. Like, hey guys, watch out. There's a bear in the area, and apparently there's a teenage vandal in our neighborhood. You guys know about
But
this?
they're only targeting one person.
Yeah, so I don't know. Something's going on here. I have a feeling. I have a very strong feeling. I know who the kids are, and I have a feeling it's because of something that this guy did. Right? I don't think because it's
Maybe.
I'm not saying. Yeah, I'm probably not going to say anything else about that. But I've got my suspicions. Laura was like, "Was there any video of it?" He's the neighborhood know-it-all. Guess what? Hey, here's
I don't think he has a video system. So.
Here's a fact that'll surprise you. It's Barb's son. It's Barb's
Oh my
fucking
God,
son.
No, you did not just say that.
Other people's kids, poor sphincter control. My kids, endless fighting about anything and everything every damn day. Is this you or me?
It's number 8.
No,
Is
it's
it
you.
me?
Expired Viagra. Hugs at 4:30 a.m. Massages with no happy endings. Next door dum-dums. Yeah, next door is the absolute worst. Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to Ange for Barb.
Oh my goodness! The secret to a good cocktail is plenty of blank. For those of you who are mixologists, the amateur mixologists among us, the secret to a good cocktail is plenty of blank. Laura looks fabulous tonight, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
She does. She looks absolutely fabulous. You've gotten several compliments on your looks tonight.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Is it because I pulled my hair back and like my face went with it?
Is that what it is? You got a really tight ponytail in the back. Oh wait, hey, that actually works for me. I'm gonna pull my face back.
Here.
Brum.
Here.
Well, certainly it works for the
Clip it.
neck. There we go. That's much better.
We clip it.
Yeah. Put it. Yeah. She said, "Oh, you can't fucking see it because it's green." Yeah, she's got
Oh, that's too bad.
she's got a little clippy. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah. The secret to a good cocktail is plenty of friends. Aspirin.
There you go.
Let's see, THC. Oh, see, yeah, and we'll put this on the back of my neck. Just take up all the scruffy skin. There we go. Look, listen, I'm going to sell these
That's it.
on Facebook
That's it.
for $9.99 a piece. All right. Extra in the back. Cocktail is plenty of extra in the back. Sexy. Bringing sexy back. Carb preloading. More cocktails, says Scott. That's the secret. And Carrie says, by the way, we've slowly been making our way through the mac and cheese that expired in 2021. Does mac and cheese expire?
You know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I'm okay with it.
I mean, listen.
If you said yogurt,
Yeah.
I would be like,
Buzz just said it doesn't
I'm
expire.
sending people to your house right now, but you know.
Rohypnol. I told you the tale of the expired tartar sauce. Did I tell you guys that tale?
That's disgusting.
There was something that expired in December of 2020 that was living in our refrigerator. Hard to believe. Hard to believe. Sir Mix-a-Lot. Let's see. Tom Cruise. Rohypnol. Is this mine?
Yeah.
Okay, this is mine. Let's see. I'm gonna give it to Scott for more cocktails.
But are you all right? Like, are you eating it and you're not getting
Yeah, I was
sick
gonna-
or
so,
anything?
yeah.
So you're proving the point that
I think you're
going
going
to
to be just fine.
Right? I think it's okay.
If I were a betting man, I say you guys are going to be just fine. A movie that should never get a sequel. What's a movie that should never get a sequel? So anyway, it's been a very busy day in the neighborhood today, I guess is what we mean to say. We've had lots and lots of wildlife activity.
Yeah, and then right after we saw the huge bear, the FedEx guy showed up to give us something. And I went outside and I was like, "Did you see the bear?" And he goes, "No, I missed it. Where was it?" And
He wanted to see the fucking bear.
He left really fast to drive up the street to see if he could see the bear. And I was like, "I'm pretty sure if you didn't see it in the street, he's going to be scared off by the truck."
He's probably gone.
Yeah.
I mean, I sincerely hope that these bears are scared of us. I really do, because
That bear out front did not seem scared.
he just kind of he wasn't retreating out of fear. He seemed more just like it was an inconvenience, right? It's like, well,
when you
got-
opened the door, what did you use the patented Jason
Yeah.
Sussman bear scaring
Exactly.
technique?
Jason Sussman, of course, famously saw a bear on his ring cam, and you can talk through the ring cam, and so he, in his best Jimmy Cagney voice, for reasons we don't fully understand, just started yelling at the bear, "Now you bear! Now you get out of here, you bear!
get
Now you
outta
see,
here, bear!"
you get out of here!
Yeah.
You scram! See." Any Tom Cruise movie, Apocalypse Now, Armageddon, Debbie Does Dallas, an Inauguration Orange. Ooh, that's good. I like that. Pet Detective 4, Sophie's Choice is Carrie. 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
What's going to happen with all that?
The
that indictment?
Room. It is
You
my.
guys remember that time we watched movies on Facebook? And
Remember that? And we
no
didn't
one
get caught.
no one cared.
We watched Snakes on a fucking plane.
We watched Snakes on a Plane.
Facebook.
Yeah.
We watched Zombiever.
Yeah.
We watched Sharknado
We
6.
watched The Room.
We watched The fucking Room.
Yeah.
We never got caught. And then eventually, what was there was a film that we got caught with.
Was it Zombiever?
Yes, it was Zombiever.
Yeah, we got in trouble
It was.
for
We got in
that.
trouble for Zombiever. We got away with it
Yeah.
for a long fucking
We
time,
didn't get
y'all.
in trouble for Snakes on a Plane.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
Then it was like the full attempt. But we would do anything to entertain you during the pandemic.
That was our swan song. That was absolutely that red asphalt or whatever it was called from Trevor's
right.
Head.
I got a note to get out of that because I was a nervous person.
When they showed it at our school, they said ahead of time, anybody who doesn't want to doesn't have to watch this. Right.
I got a note because I had anxiety.
Okay. The prequel, says Ange. Three Amigos, 2016 should not get a sequel. That is absolutely true. Is this you or me?
That is me.
That is you. Who, dear Laura, had the funniest response to a
I'm
movie
gonna
that should
go
never get a
with
sequel?
an inauguration orange.
Yeah, absolutely right. That's exactly the right answer.
Buzz, did you have a good birthday? Scott, did you have a good birthday?
Fellas!
Did everyone have a good,
Have a good
birthday this week?
Exactly. Everybody who's celebrating a birthday, did you have a good birthday this week? We hope that you did.
And if you're not celebrating a birthday, because it's your birthday but you don't want to celebrate it, I
That's fine.
respect that too.
That's fine. Listen, we're in our 50s. Who gives a shit, right? I mentioned this on the music show the other night. Patton Oswalt, comedian Patton Oswalt, talks about how he feels that you shouldn't, once you get past 21, you shouldn't celebrate just regular year birthdays. Only birthdays that end in 0, and I kind of agree with that. And if you live to 90, if you can make it to 90, you should legally be allowed to kill somebody, provided you can do it with your bare hands. I think that's a great incentive, right? I think that's a great reason to keep on living. That's a great.
100%.
It's what's that?
100%.
Absolutely.
Just channel all that
Right,
rage.
because somebody needs it. Somebody needs some fucking killing, and you got to stay strong. You know, you take your Geritol, take your Metamucil. No, I guess Metamucil keeps you regular. That's part of.
Geritol still?
Do they still have Geritol?
There's geriatric in it.
Yeah, I was going to say it's got
ger
ger
yeah.
in it. I don't even know what's.
I don't think they have it.
It's sort of the opposite of baby formula, right? Geritol is just for the other
Adult
end.
formula.
Movie that should never get a sequel, The Phantom Menace. Jack LaLanne would have been a serial killer. Correct.
Yeah.
It's just me or you? This is me.
I chose already.
Oh, you chose Eric.
I chose Fuzz.
You chose Fuzz for the previous round. We're on round 11, a movie that should never get a sequel. I'm going to give this one to... I'm going to give it to Scott for 2 Girls, 1 Cup. I think that's exactly the right answer. Beep. I think blank should warrant the death penalty. Speaking of which, I think blank should warrant the death penalty. Bump.
Oh, Carrie's got a theragram for me.
I've got a theragram for you. I think blank should warrant the death penalty. Not that we believe in the death penalty here on the show, mind you. But if we did, Trump should warrant the death penalty. All right, there we go.
Just trumping in general.
Just being Trump, I think.
doing the Trump.
the act of being Donald Trump.
Sexy, doing the Trump.
Man,
Not sexy.
it's not sexy. We're still not out of the woods, gang. I was just saying, Biden doesn't. Everybody who's all worked up about the fact that Biden's too old. Biden just has to win one more election. Like, honestly, that's all he's got to do. We'll be in so much better shape if he just gets us through this fucking next election. And he's the only person who's ever beat Trump, right? I was thinking about this. Think about it, and I've been recontextualizing this in my head. Everybody's so hey, Zabe, what's up, brother?
Oh, hi!
Everybody,
Did you get your tongs?
Did you get your tongs? Hope you got your tongs. Sent special delivery all the way to Utah. Yeah, everybody's so worked up about the fact that Biden's got it. He's at the end of his second term. He'll be 86. Who cares? Like, if he doesn't make it to the end of his second term, I don't care. He just needs to keep Trump from getting into office. And Trump can't run again. He just has to beat Trump one more time.
That's right.
That's what he's got to do.
That's right.
So that's how I think we should pitch it. We don't have to put on a fucking bumper sticker, right? We don't have to let people in. But everybody who's on the fence about this shit and concerned about the fact that Biden's he's too old to run again. Fuck it. He just got to win one more time. I think Blank should warrant the death of flying a Q flag, not using turn signals, says Zabe. Double dipping, says Ray. Well, George Costanza agrees with you. Left lane, sunny drivers. Thank you, Angela. Get the fuck out of the passing lane. Thank you. Living to 90 just so you can kill someone, says Carrie. Calling a bratwurst a hot dog. So that is a crime.
I just recently was at a dinner with little kids,
Yep.
I was watching the parents trying to explain to the little kids why, stop that. That's double dipping. That's disgusting.
That's
and the kids were
slobber.
like, why?
They don't understand it. They don't understand the fact that their
they're
slobber
like, well,
gets on the carrot stick.
Other people have to dip in there too, and they're like, so just order one for me. And I'm like, that actually makes sense.
Well, it depends. If you're at a party someplace and there's like a communal dip, don't double dip. Right?
I know. It was like, you watch someone trying to acquire knowledge, and you're like, okay, so first you have to contextualize. Why should you not do that?
Truth be told,
It's not just common sense, I think.
Right. No, I mean, we honestly ask kids to take a lot of stupid shit on faith. Well, you don't do it because you don't do it, right?
Exactly. Because I said so.
Because I said so.
But the kid was like, why? And the parent was like, well, because it's
Stop in your
gross.
tracks. Yeah.
You're like, it's just, I don't know. I was like, well, don't you know why? I guess he doesn't know why. So.
And just improper use of who's. I would also say there. Figured out. Just come on. How old are we? Let's
Plural
figure this out.
apostrophes. Woo!
Kathy says supporting the death penalty should warrant the death penalty.
That's true.
Using farfignugan as a verb, says Ray. And this is a very strange thing, and I don't think we've had anything quite like this on The Only Show. Carrie says calling a bratwurst a hot dog, and the very next answer is Fuzz saying putting ketchup on a bratwurst. What on earth? That is a very, very random thing that just happened.
That wasn't even an onlyism. That was just like a...
Completely, totally random.
Yeah.
This
Spooky.
is round 12, so dear world, who had the funniest response? I think Blank should warrant the death
I'm gonna
penalty.
give it to Kathy for flying a Q flag.
I like that. Good. Yeah.
Whatever happened to that guy with the buffalo? Never mind.
Yeah. Well, fucking. Yeah. He did some time. He's out. So who cares?
And
All
he
right.
was a vegan in jail, right?
Is that right? Is that right? Wow.
jail.
Wow. A Trump supporting vegan. Who knew? They come in all shapes and sizes, don't they, kids? Trump supporters, they're just like us. No, they're not. So in light of the conversation that we were having earlier about the millennial who was griping about, were you okay, Gen Xers? Let's talk a little bit about our childhood here. So we did have a fucking awesome childhood. We did lots and lots of cool shit. Gen X kids be like blank. Gen X kids be like blank. Bratwursting a hot dog, says Ray. Oh, putting ranch on everything.
I'm okay with that.
Ranch doesn't go everywhere, but it goes a lot of places.
You know what goes on everything?
What's it?
Ketchup.
Ketchup goes on everything.
And would disagree, but I love her anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Gen X kids be like whatever, says Ray. That's exactly what we'd be like. Yeah. I have found, and this is one of those things that when you say it's so gross, and then you go to some place that does it, and you try it like mayonnaise on fries. We went to Amsterdam,
Holland,
and then went to Belgium. Oh, Belgium!
good.
Belgium, where they make the world's
So
best
good.
French fries. But French fries, ironically, were born in Belgium, and now I'm a big fan of mayo on the fries.
It's a little bit like lemony.
Yeah.
Lemony mayo. It's so
Yeah.
good.
Passing the Ducci on the left-hand side. That's exactly right.
said-
Passing the Ducci on the left-hand side.
Chicago
Bulls,
Bulls.
which we always said it was. Check out my concert shirt. Triple X, says Carrie. You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Lead poisoning from hose water. So worth it. Could you get lead poisoning from hose water? I drank reclamated water at
got
one
it
point.
now.
I'm sure that I did.
I got one of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's how. Listen, how you can
Gen
build up
X
your
kids
immunity.
be like, get up my lawn.
Yeah, he said, now we're definitely like that now. Vegas, baby, Vegas. Oh, man. Driving to Vegas from Los Angeles, always such a hopeful
The
thing.
actual worst.
You think when you leave, and it's always an impulse thing. It's like, hey, this is boring here, man. Let's just get out of here. Let's just drive to Vegas. And it's like 8 o'clock at night, and you forget that it takes like fucking almost 4 hours to get there. And by the time you're there, everybody's like, okay, I guess let's go. And it sounds great.
And it says, to all beef paste, sausage,
Cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame bun. Is this 13? I got to give it to Anne just because she spent the time typing that out. She spent the time to type that out. With hyphens. Look at that, y'all. Ray says, keeping the hot side hot and the cold side cold. That's a McDLT.
McDLT.
Who was the football player who was the spokesperson for the McDLT? Was it Lawrence Taylor? Help me remember this, fellas.
That's a good question.
It was a football player who was the LT. I'm trying to, all right.
Zabe, have you seen the thing on TikTok where Gen Z kids are like, hey, Gen X, are you okay?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
Gen
and
Xers
then a
are
bunch
stitching.
of angry Gen X people are stitching it like, yeah, we're okay.
Yeah.
You want to fight us? No one checked on us. We got in trouble if we got hurt.
We didn't
okay?
get participation trophies, Yeah.
Yeah. We got in fights at school and then had to stay in school. So, all right. We're fine.
Jason Alexander did the musical commercial. Did he really? That would have been a long time. That was before Jason Alexander was known as Jason as George Costanza, of course. He probably had hair. I'm guessing he had all of his hair back then. Once a blank, always a blank. Once a blank, always a blank. Beep, 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 beep. When you're a jet all the way.
More people have arrived, so we're going to have to show that squirrel video again.
Yeah, we're going to show the squirrel video. So Zabe is here, and I think we got a couple other people who have shown up a little bit late.
After the finale, clearly.
Exactly. To catch you up, actually, we'll show it while you're, instead of me writing a ridiculous, inane song this week, we're going to show the video again. We have been having a squirrel in the bird feeder problem, and it's driving the dog insane. So we've been trying to think of clever ways to deal with it, and we have a fabulous video to show you of an item that we have ordered that is going to be delivered to our home very, very soon, and we'll be making some movies all about it. Stay tuned. Once a douche, always a douche. Once a pepper, always a pepper. Once a Richard, always a dick. Once Eric Metcalf was the thank you, Scott. Looked it up. Eric Metcalf was the player who was the spokesperson for the McDLT. The hot side,
that's
hot,
news you can use.
Cool side. Once an X, always an X.
Had
That
to
is
look it up.
news you can snooze.
I mean,
Oh, Laura's adding. Check her out. She's keeping score right now.
well, you said you were going to show the squirrel video, and that's going to be a lot less time than the song that you usually make up. Although, maybe you should make up a song about a squirrel. Maybe you should make up a song about a spinning squirrel. Yeah, anyway.
I'm thinking it up. As you can see, my dusty middle-aged brain, the gears in there like. Okay.
Sometimes my brain just doesn't work anymore. It's just it's checked out. It's just like
over the last
sorry.
I don't know. It's over the last how many days? Like maybe the last 3 or 4 days. I've been on like a 30-second delay, which means like there's nothing fundamentally wrong. It's just what happens to us in middle age, but. It's frustrating because, you want the word when you're in the middle of speaking a fucking sentence. Thank you very much, brain. And there's this general delay. And then it comes to me like, 30 seconds later, I'll remember the thing that I was trying to think of, which they say is a sign that you're just middle-aged, not you're slipping into dementia or anything.
It for me, it's like the middle age has made it so my already existing ADHD, which if you know me, like I can never find my keys, like I like can get distracted in the middle of a thought. It's getting a lot worse, right? So it's like I can't finish anything anymore, including a thought.
Check the ADHD subreddits, kids. They'll tell you all about it.
Yeah.
It's every goddamn post has something to do with that.
In fact, the point of that story that I just brought up totally is.
I don't even know what we're doing here.
Oh,
good night, everybody. Good night, folks.
No,
See you next time.
It's like it's interesting. This week, it's like I'll be like, okay, I have vitamins in my hand. I took vitamins, and then I'll look at my hand and go, did I take those vitamins?
Did I take those vitamins?
It's like I'm my own magician. Like, wow, what? Oh, those vitamins disappeared. Was that? What the fuck just happened?
Put the vitamins in your hand. Look at that.
No.
How about that?
Amazing.
With a flourish.
That's crazy. What happened to those vitamins?
I just bumped up the estrogen part of my HRT to see if that helps. All right, good. Let me know, Kathy. I'll go Homer Simpson on that.
Well, just FYI, I tried that and it gave me a horrible, horrible stomach issue.
Oh, really? Okay, so
Just-
that didn't work for you.
I can't do that.
Maybe I'm not getting enough estrogen. All right. Once a hoe, always a hoe. Once a divorcee, always a divorcee. Once a dick, always a dick. Is this me? Is this 13?
This is 14.
This is you. Okay. So, dear Laura, who had the funniest response?
Let's see. Anne's just made me laugh again with once a Gen Xer, always a texter with proper punctuation.
That's exactly right. Thank you.
That's
Good.
exactly
Yeah.
right. That's exactly right.
Yeah. And if you fuck up in a text, because of course you can't undo a text, you put an asterisk.
You put an asterisk
and then
and
you
then write
type
it the right way.
because you don't want people
That's
to
how
think
you can
that
tell
you're
you're
a
talking to a
fucking
Gen Xer.
idiot.
I can't.
You're a fucking idiot. Y-O-U-R, a fucking idiot, right?
Yes, this is tonight's show. Your mom says, is this tonight's show?
Hi, Mom.
hi.
Yes.
Yes,
We actually called you earlier. Yeah. Well, you're just in time for round 15. Just in time for round 15.
You're
so,
here.
Yeah.
We're live. This is tonight's show.
Next season, the only show is fielding an NFL team. Do you guys know this? Is fabulous news.
Did you know that?
Very, very exciting. We're NFL team owners. We became billionaires. Did we mention? We forgot to mention. We're billionaires now. Anyway, the only show is fielding an NFL team. They're called the blank. Next season, the only show is fielding an NFL team. I guess they're from Issaquah. I guess they would be. The only show is fielding an NFL team. They're called the blank.
Your mom says, am I the first one on?
Yeah, Mom, you're the first one on. Yeah, listen,
are the first
you're
one.
going to miss a few mini
You missed
dramas.
a few mini dramas.
And well, you've seen the squirrel video, but we're going to be playing that shortly.
Oh, did you show it to her?
Yeah, I sent it to her, and she had the same response that I did. My mother and I laugh at the same things, and we laugh in the same way. We think the same shit is funny. The beaver holes, says my mom. Nice. My mom enters with a flourish. Nice. Good. The Issaquah beaver holes, the beaver cubes, the flying squirrels. These are all good answers. These. The green Bay couch, the green couch Packers. Very nice. I like
right.
that.
That's exactly right.
Very nice, Dib. Well remembered, Dib. The right hands, the Nickelbacks, the Mystery Fish, the Sissy Qualls, the Christina Just Got Homes. Hi.
Hi.
We're so glad that you're here. You're just in time for round 15. Listen, my mom just joined. I don't know. Let me pull out some more cards. We'll do another fucking 15 rounds.
Is this the show? This is the show.
Only show lassos, the ponders, the big wet hole. Okay, right, nice. These are all the backwoods barbs. Actually, just the barbs. The barbs would be a fearsome team, a very fearsome team.
I'm always like afraid that she's gonna somehow get on Facebook. Look, I'm not even her friend on.
We're not even
is
friends,
She
eh?
even on Facebook?
I don't imagine she is on Facebook.
I'm like always afraid that she's gonna there's gonna be a knock at the door and she's gonna be like,
Laurie.
talking about me on the internet.
The Issaquah Raging Barbs says Eric. Let's see. Wear a mask.
They're called wear a mask.
Rants, Karens, golden dildos.
You know what? Speaking of wear a mask, there are still people that I see in the grocery store wearing a mask, and I'm like, you go.
Absolutely.
I'm
No.
not, but
more
you know,
power
like,
to you.
it's fine.
Absolutely. You do it. You do it.
And I know I said I was going to do it forever in the grocery store, but now I'm like, it's fine. I'm fine.
I wear a
Everyone's
mask
fine.
on airplanes.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Like, just do whatever you're comfortable with. It's
I'll wear
fine.
one in the doctor's office because, like, why am I in the doctor's office? There's sick people in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that still makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Even though they've stopped mandating it in Washington State, you don't have to do it anymore. It's a good idea generally.
But the people who work in the doctor's office in the hospital don't have to do it, and I'm like, I know you don't have to do it, but maybe you should do it.
But maybe you
'cause
should.
There's sick people in here.
Think about it. Carrie says the Bears. That's great. The only show Bears. I'm going to give it to Zabe for Green Couch Packers. I thought that was a nice answer.
Last week we were in a doctor's waiting room.
Yeah.
You took me for he was my ride.
I was her designated ride.
He was my designated driver for
Yeah.
my anesthesia that I needed.
Yeah.
And I had to get a piece of my whatever. Who cares? I
was wondering where you're going to go with this.
Whatever. It's this whole like airways.
Yeah.
Who cares? You don't care. Anyway, we were sitting in the waiting room, and there was a woman like across the lobby from us. She was coughing so much.
Wet cough.
Well, like a croupy cough. And
not
we're like,
good.
are you being serious? Like,
Seriously.
I know it's only been 3 years now.
It's the first time we've been to this office since the mask mandate was removed, to the point where I didn't know what the receptionist looked like, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think they
we
knew
were
what I
like,
looked like
whoa,
either.
you look different without a mask.
Hey, you got a face. Nice job with your face. Everything going on down here. So the minute we get in there, and
This woman's like,
got no mask on at all, and this woman's like just like this burbling cough coming out of her lungs. I'm like, this is not good at all. And this is a fucking dermatologist's office or whatever it is. He's an esthetician or So very it was unnerving to say the least. Okay, so
did you pick someone?
Wait, do we do? Oh yeah, no, I picked Zabe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Zabe was for Green Couch Packers.
I was not paying attention.
The 6-foot leprechauns, Forest Internet, the Squirrel
Sorry.
Smashers, the Take-a-Knees. I like that, and some team should call themselves the Take-a-Knees. I think that's fantastic. The 19 inches, the Tiddays, which is how that is said. That is how Ray spelled it, Tiddays, and it is, of course, pronounced Tiddays. Okay, so, dear Lauro, you're adding everything up right now, so while you do that, I'm going to play.
Go ahead.
I'm going to play that
Play
video
the
again.
squirrel song.
I'm going to.
One.
I gotta find this thing. Just bear with me, ladies and gentlemen, won't you? I don't fucking. I'm dealing with two screens. You don't care. I'm dealing with two screens here. So you're up there on this screen. My laptop's down here.
No one cares.
Nobody fucking cares. All right. Let me just give me just a moment, won't you? Oh, there it goes. All right. There it is. So anyway, this is primarily for folks who have not seen this yet. We are having an issue with our squirrels here in the fine manse in which we live, where we put out bird feeders because we like fucking birds, right? We're not trying to open up a squirrel feeding business, and we have we have a squirrel who just keeps going up there and parking in the bird feeder, just hogging all the bird feed and driving our dog insane. So we're trying to devise different clever ways of getting rid of said squirrel. And here is an invention that we just saw recently that I think has a unique and probably soon to be videotaped solution to said problem.
It's me.
It's never not funny.
Is he having fun?
It is never not funny. I don't think he's having fun. I genuinely don't think he's having any fun. So, yeah.
Is he okay?
I don't think he's
He's not
okay
okay.
either. I think
He's
that
not okay.
flung him pretty fucking far.
He's not okay.
He's pretty fucking far from okay right now. So, dear Lauro, how are we doing here on our scoring?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Tell me what.
Thank you so much for the skeleton songs. I am attaching them to the sides of the computer monitor because they look so damn cool.
Oh, I see. So
right.
basically, Christina
Like it.
has these skeletons. So she's putting them on the side of the
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
perfect.
That's really cute. Now, I love that.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I would like to announce that Ange has won this week.
Ange has won the
She
fucking game
won it
outright.
outright. She's won it outright. You have won a spooky spatula, unless you don't want that.
Yeah, and in which case you can have some other
whatever you
fabulous
want.
prize.
Or nothing.
Or nothing.
Just our
or
love.
nothing at all. Just, yeah, exactly.
And in second place,
And it's-
we have tied with Eric, Carrie, and Scott.
Eric,
It's a
Carrie, and
three-way.
Scott. It's a three-way, but as we know, it's anybody's game at this point, really. So here's the final clue, and you know the drill. As soon as the three folks answer, we'll begin to vote here. When I was 5, I wanted to be blank. When I was 5, I wanted to be blank. Hey, it's Suzanne. What's happening, kid? How are you? Welcome. Spooky spatula. You know, Suzanne, it's a spooky spatula.
Did you get the tongs? Did you like the tongs? I sent tongs to so many people.
Suzanne spelled it properly. Scott says, I'm just a fluffer.
Okay.
I wanted to be
With the
6,
outwards?
says Zabe. He wanted to be 6. Suzanne, this is how they spell it on the spatula, which is either Old English or, as Carrie postulated, maybe
A
it's
spooky
a spooky cookie, which would then be pronounced a spooky. Am I right?
I can't sell that, so I'm going to give it to you.
Y'all get it. How about that? I wanted to be adopted. 90 just so I could kill somebody, says Carrie. Batman.
Look at this.
Richie Rich. Rocket Man. Rocket Man. I'm a Rocket Man.
Are you going to make us up a song?
Oh, do I have to? Is this compulsory? Is this a new part of my contract?
Yeah.
We got renewed for another season.
Oh,
and,
but
and part of our
Suzanne
contract
says that
negotiation.
you have to learn the taxi thing. And she's...
You know, I don't actually play this thing, right? I mean, I can really get close to approximating how it's played, but I don't really play it. Let's see. Ray wanted to be 6. We got it. Espookies, Los Espookies. Smurfette says Kathy. Is that everybody? Who's? It's Carrie. Who's our Carrie? Eric,
Carrie, and Scott.
Eric, Carrie, and Scott have all answered at this point, I believe. Yeah, Scott says Luke Skywalker. Okay, so now it is that time where we vote. Everybody vote. Vote, vote, vote. Carrie wanted to be 4. We all want to go back in time.
Maybe you could sing a song while we vote.
I could, but I gotta hold the. Boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom. That was was it the theme for Bosom Buddies, right? Go away, I don't care anymore. This is my life. Go ahead, leave me alone. See, I told you I don't play this fucking thing. Let's see. 80 song from Thursday. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That was a fun show. Let's see. Ray wanted to be Ron Burgundy. How are we doing on the votes here? That is time.
Oh, sorry.
How the
hashtag ADHD life.
Hi. Hi. Nice to see you all.
And you're like, why don't you get some medicine? I have some medicine.
Why don't you get some medicine for ADHD?
Yeah.
I wouldn't take that shit. I'm afraid of that stuff, right? I'm very afraid of ADHD medication.
I have some. It just doesn't work as well as you might think.
I got prescribed modafinil, which I took just the tiniest bit of, but I also have terrible insomnia. So the last thing that I want to do is pump a bunch of stimulating chemicals into my system that'll prevent me further from sleeping.
No.
What? Oh wait, what just happened here? Roll the tape back. Roll the tape back. We missed something. Did I miss something? Something just happened there with Laura.
I had a thought, and then that thought went away.
The thought went away, or you just you censored it. You're like, no, we're not talking about this on the program.
No, I had a thought, and then I had a whole conversation in my mind, and then I said, whatever, who cares? Why do you gotta call it out? Okay, third intro.
Third intro. Yep.
That's
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
We're starting all over.
I don't know. The audio's all fucked up.
Stefan and Laurie.
Yeah.
And now, here are your hosts.
Stefan and yeah.
Here's what happened. I thought to myself, okay, so I have this bottle of ADHD medicine on. I have like a regular medicine, and then I have another medicine that my doctor wants me to try. But it's the stimulant kind, and I'm already jumpy.
Yeah, have you met us?
So
I don't think we need stimulants.
So I'm like, I need to block off a whole day in case it makes me spaz out.
Right.
And I was thinking, oh, tomorrow is the day I'll do that. And then I was thinking, then I thought immediately, no, I can't do that because we have plans for Father's Day.
Hi, happy Father's Day. My fucking mind. Yeah, just Laura would literally be like Gumby. You know, Gumby would skate on one foot. She's just vibrating. Zzz, that would be Laura.
You have to when you try to switch medication, you have to switch.
You have to set a day
whole
aside.
Schedule.
Sometimes 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, and you need like a buddy, and you
up.
like if I was gonna try an edible, I would need to clear my whole schedule. I need like a buddy in place. I need a system.
I just heard from somebody, and this is the whole reason why I find edibles, or I thought I found edibles appealing, was at the very least they were consistent. You could titrate the dosage, but apparently you can't. Sometimes you'll get a fucking rogue edible that's got like 6 or 7 times the amount of THC in it, and then it's you're off to fucking tripweed land. You're like, well, this isn't fun.
I have also heard that they are not giving the ADHD meds to the kids. I'm sorry for that. I have a bottle that I'm afraid to try, so it's sitting on my desk. It's like a year old.
Yeah.
Every day I'm like, I should try that med. I'm having trouble focusing.
I'll be your pal. I'll be here for you. Christina says she'll be your buddy. Look at that.
And then I think to myself, no, I forgot all about that. What was I gonna do? And then it's 4 o'clock.
Yeah, at that point.
And then,
We had the strangest thing happen the other day. Yesterday was the slowest day in history. I don't know if this happened to anybody else, but we were like, how is this day not over? Like, we would look at the clock, and it's like, how is it not like past 5 o'clock at this point? And it was like 2
at
in the
3:52,
afternoon.
we were like, I'm done.
I can't do this day anymore.
I can't do
Fucking take the dog out.
This day has been
I'm going to the gym. Let's make dinner. Let's make dinner, and we'll just fuck it.
Yeah.
We'll do the early bird special. I'm done with this day. And then today was over in a blink. Boom, blink and you missed it.
Yeah.
So,
Today, I looked up and I was like, what am I doing today? Oh, it's 4:50.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess I'm not doing anything.
Didn't have to worry about it much longer.
I don't know.
And here we are. Oh, kids, this has been a fabulous show. Yeah. So, any final orders?
Anybody else have any announcements?
Any other announcements? This is
Anybody-
for the good of the order.
Anything going on?
I believe
What's
that we're,
going on?
We're doing here.
How was your week?
We're doing what's it called? Robert's Rules of Order, something like that.
Yeah.
That we're doing right here. So yeah. So for the good of the order, anybody have anything they want to add before we head off into the night?
There's an oxycodone shortage.
Also, we never-
Carrie won the last round.
Carrie won. Okay, so Carrie is in second
Carrie had
place.
the most votes. So, would you like a spooky spatula or some tongs or nothing?
I don't. It's entirely up to you.
Whatever.
Scott said he wanted to be Jimmy from HR Puffin Stuff. That was Jack Wilde, who also played the Artful Dodger in Oliver, the movie Oliver. Now, you're saying to yourself, Stefan, you just came up with some random, completely useless information. Your brain just popped up. It's just like it pulled it up. The RAM was working fine. Sure, catch me in 5 minutes when I'm trying to think of the word for, and then it's just gone. Just disappears.
Yeah.
Well, sorry. We're out of here. So anyway.
But you don't think you have ADHD? Is that right?
It's not that I don't have ADHD. It's that I don't have classic ADHD. I'm not the kind of person who, like, because I've been on the ADHD subreddits, and, like, the things that people talk about on that are horrific. Like, people's lives are fucking ruined. People who, like, live in a pile of trash because they can't fucking, get it together to, like, empty the garbage, and they can't make their
No, I
beds
have
and stuff
the
like that.
theory.
I don't, that's
I
not
think
me.
Gen
I'm
X
actually,
ADHD people were forced to strong arm ourselves
maybe.
into like
Could be.
forming habits. It's like harder, but we do it because we're like, no, I can't not do it. People make fun of me.
welcome to ADHD Talk. Hi, caller, you're on the air. Go ahead. Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, no, the caller left. The caller forgot what we were talking about.
The
Yeah.
caller forgot what we were doing. We forgot what we were doing.
We forgot
Oh, no. Squirrel!
Do we take magnesium? Yes, we do. Yeah, I do take magnesium. Yeah.
Is,
For pooping. You take it for pooping, kids.
you know when you take enough magnesium is when you poop yourself.
That's how you know.
Yeah, that's
You've
how
taken
you know.
enough.
Yeah.
How about that, says Ray. Yeah.
Cash me outside.
Cash me outside.
Do I maybe not take the right kind of magnesium? I don't know. I take 2 different kinds. What else? Girls are not diagnosed as frequently. That is true. Also, I was not a hyperactive, well, I guess I was a hyperactive person. Inside. That's what anxiety is. Hyperactivity. But on
Is
the
it?
inside. Oh, play the
Is that
song.
true? Well, hey everybody, have you heard the news? It's the only show tonight. Shooting the shit with Stefan and Lori. It's gonna be out of sight. We're talking about COVID and being shut in. We're talking about
Magnesium.
and ADHD and MacGyvering. Hey everybody, it's Stefan and Lori. Everybody, it's Stefan and Lori. Everybody, it's Stefan and Lori tonight.
Back next week with a squirrel update.
Yeah, we'll have a squirrel update.
You're going to want to tune in.
Yeah, and maybe some videos.
what happens.
Some videos for you. All right, kids. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Pops, I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to play mini golf. It's going to be fabulous.